Hello and welcome back to Just Ride Bikes. I hope you're well. Now today I want to talk about upgrading your bike rather than buying a new bike because, as you all know, the prices of new bikes have gone sky high over the past couple of years and show no sign of coming back down to pre-COVID level. And if you have a bike from the last 5 or 10 years, it's likely just fine. And while modern bikes, in my experience, are better than what we had 10 years ago, the differences are pretty marginal, it has to be said. And a few choice upgrades to your old bike can definitely breathe new life into that bike and boost the performance, efficiency and comfort depending on what you want from your upgrade. So in this video, I'm going to share some really smart upgrades that can range in price from fairly affordable to a bit more expensive at the other end. I'll put chapter links at the bottom of the video if you want to skip ahead as well. Before you go and spend money on those shiny new products that you really fancy, you need to have a think about what you're trying to change or improve on your current bike. Do you want more speed and you want to go faster? Do you want more comfort for long rides, or do you want to be more versatile? Next, consider your budget, because it's very easy to get carried away and spend loads of money on shiny new parts for your bike. So set a realistic budget and prioritize the upgrades that will give you the most value for your money. One of the most common and easy upgrades to any road, gravel or mountain bike are of course the tyres. Tyres make a huge difference to performance, speed and comfort of any bike. So a really good starting point, especially on older bikes where tyres might be old and past their best, or on a cheaper lower end bike where tyres are often skimped compared to what you get on high end bikes. Tyre technology has come a long way in the last few years, giving us tyres that offer low rolling resistance while being durable and puncture proof as well. Upgrading to a high quality tyre like a Continental GP 5000 for example can really improve the ride quality and speed potential of your bike. And if you want more comfort, investing in a wide tyre is a good move. And wide tyres are no slower at low pressure compared to narrow tyres, although not as aero. But wide tyres at low pressures are great for dealing with crappy roads and give amazing comfort, but do check carefully if your bike will take the wide tyres, especially on an older bike. And if you're riding your gravel or mountain bike off-road, there's a huge variety of choice. Different widths, tread designs, patterns, compounds, shapes and sizes to suit all different requirements, terrains, soft and loamy, muddy and rooty, to get the best performance from your bike, with very little compromise when it comes to speed compared to a narrower, more aero tyre. What's inside your tyres can make a big difference to performance and weight and speed as well. And there are two easy options: upgrading your inner tubes or going tubeless. Firstly, if you're a fan of inner tubes, I know many of you are, then replacing that heavy, old-fashioned butyl inner tube with one of the modern breed of thermoplastic inner tubes can save you a bunch of weight, improve your rolling resistance, and according to some reports, improve the ride quality as well. Yes, they are expensive compared to butyl inner tubes, but much cheaper than buying a newfangled aero race bike. Or you might prefer to ditch your inner tubes entirely and go tubeless. I'm a real fan and advocate of tubeless here at Just Ride Bikes for all the benefits it offers. Ride quality, rolling resistance, but the biggest one for me is an almost completely zero risk of a puncture. Thankfully, going tubeless is easier than ever before, and most new wheels and tyres are now tubeless compatible and they work really well together. So all you need is a bottle of sealant and you are good to go. A good upgrade for any bike is the cockpit. Sorry, I mean the handlebar and the stem, but some people like to call it a cockpit, thinking their bike is a plane, but it's not. It's a handlebar and stem. But here, there are lots of good opportunities to upgrade your bike for very little money, or lots of money if you want. So handlebars on road, gravel and mountain bikes come in a variety of sizes, shapes to suit different requirements and different rider preferences. And you might not be happy with what's on your current bike, so upgrading to a better shape, better size can really improve the performance and comfort of your bike very easily as well. With handlebars, you can go narrow for more aero performance if you want to go fast, and we go wider and with a shallow short reach drop for more comfort on long rides. On a gravel bike, you can go to a wide flared handlebar, give you more control when you're riding off-road on very technical terrain. And on a mountain bike, go to a nice carbon fibre riser handlebar to get you more control and more comfort as well. Switching from alloy to carbon fibre not only saves you loads of weight, but it can also improve the comfort of your bike as well. Saddles are a good place to upgrade your bike, and there are loads and loads of options depending on your needs and your budget. You can save a load of weight from a saddle. Going for carbon fibre, titanium and other exotic materials can save a bunch of weight from a saddle with no compromise on the comfort at all. So if you're a weight weenie, go for an all carbon fibre saddle with no padding will save you loads of weight and look cool as well. Comfort is the other big reason to upgrade your saddle, and you might be okay on your saddle but not as comfortable as you could be. And thankfully these days there are loads and loads of saddles to choose from. Different shapes, sizes, widths, long, short, loads and loads of shapes to suit your requirements. And most good bike shops will help you choose the right saddle for your needs and requirements. And if you're flush with money and want the absolute pinnacle of saddle comfort, then I can highly recommend a 3D printed saddle like this one from Specialized. Quite a few other brands do them as well, and this emerging technology provides amazing comfort compared to a normal foam saddle. Pricey, but a good upgrade for your bike for sure. One of the more expensive upgrades to your bike is the Drivetrain or the Groupset. So the collection of brake levers, the shifters, the crankset, the front to rear mech, and the cassette and the brakes as well. And here there are loads of options depending on your budget and how much you want to spend, but you can get some big improvements in performance, especially on an older bike. And if we're talking about an older bike, you might want to upgrade from 10 to 11 or 12 speed or even 13 speed if you want the latest technology in terms of gear ratios, get more performance that way. Or you might be looking to try and save weight from your bike, and a group set is a big bunch of weight on the bike as a whole. And upgrading certain parts of the group set can be really smart. So the crankset is an easy weight saving gain, as is the cassette at the back of the bike. And then the brake levers can give you more ergonomics if you go to the higher end models, or a bit more carbon fibre for their snazzy looks. And then lastly, less weight saving comes from the front and rear mechs, but if you go into 11, 12 or 13 speed, you will have to upgrade those as well. And then there are brakes, whether rim brakes or disc brakes. With rim brakes, you can upgrade to a better quality rim brake caliper or upgrade the pads, especially if you have carbon fibre, go to a high quality brake pad to give you better braking performance. Or with disc brakes, you can also upgrade the pads to sintered or a different compound. And then you can upgrade the disc brake rotor, especially if yours are worn, or go to a high quality, lighter weight option. Or if you want the F1 look, you can get a carbon fibre disc brake rotor. Yes, really. And then you can accessorize your bike and customize the way it looks. And on some bikes, there are certain details you can change to give it a touch of personality. So for example, you could replace all the bolts on your bike with titanium bolts to save a bit of weight and give a bit of bling factor. You could replace the stereo tube spacers with color ones to match your frame, so a bit of color matching if you want on your bike. And then the bottom cages are a good upgrade as well. And here you can spend an absolute fortune on bottom cages if you want. Carbon fibre, titanium, colour match to the rest of your bike as well, and get better quality and better performance from a better bottom cage. And that is just a tip of the iceberg. If you want to spend more money, you could go really all out with some customised Chris King or Hope headsets, bottom brackets, seat clamps and hubs to give your bike a very personal look indeed. In summary then, the best upgrades for your bike will depend on your needs, requirements and of course your budget. But upgrading your bike can be a smart way to breathe new life into your current bike and avoid spending money on a brand new bike. And if you want to see some of the best products I have reviewed over the past year, then watch the video right here. And don't forget to subscribe by hitting the button right here. But that's all for today. Thank you so much for watching. See you all again very soon.